All right, we're here. We're back. It's the Microphone Insider. Oh, well, is she here? Is she not here? That's the big question everybody wants to know. Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? She's actually with us.
Oh, my gosh.
Yes.
It's like a rare sighting. But
we recognize this face.
Actually, I missed you too.
I think we can bring you in here, Mike. Why not? Let's send you to the front here. Oh, there we go. Yeah, this is the Microphone Insider, April the 7th. Oh, God, it's my dad's birthday.
Oh.
Don't let me forget.
Happy birthday, Dad.
He doesn't watch this show. Are you kidding me? He doesn't listen to me when I'm right in front of him, let alone on the internet. The damn interwebs. What do you mean you want me to get on the damn interwebs? Don't ever leave Mike in the corner. Katie, I'm not going to call you blonde. I'm not going to call you out on this. I am going to put it up on the screen just so people can see here. Mike is in a circle, and there are 0 corners in a circle.
Circles are pretty, yeah.
Yeah, no.
I'm just
if
going
I get really close to my camera, like I can.
Still no circle.
Sorry.
No corner.
I mean, still no corners, right? Daddy issues, we all got them. Not quite sure what that means. It sounds like a math issue to me. Oh, my daddy issues. Yeah. We all got them, that's for sure. Hey, listen, a lot has gone on since we've done this show. A lot has happened. Have we had a show since we got back from Atlanta?
I guess not. Well, yes, I was just.
Oh, yeah. We had Tom Antonellis.
Yeah,
it was a fun show with Tom Antonellis. All right, lots of things happening here at the Microphone Insider. Just so you know, we have a couple of events coming up, one with Tom Antonellis actually in May. Do I still have that? Oh, I do. Wow. Talk about being prepared. All right, well, the J. Michael Collins one is no longer happening because that was last week, and that was a really good show. Really good class, actually. But we have some great classes coming up. We try to keep them as cheap as we can for you. All these classes are $139 for the reader ticket or the participant ticket. I believe it's $40 or $45 for the auditor. I know Tom Antonellis gave us a break, and Tom, we're at $119 per ticket. And this is dialects and acting for video games and animation. No, sorry, video games and audio dramas. Nice. We've been talking a lot about the audio dramas lately, and we've been talking a lot, obviously, about video games. And our guest tonight actually has, done a couple things now and then with video games. So we'll talk about that coming up. Let's see. He's in the center of attention now. That's right. He's also in the center of the circle. DF Raisin in the house. Good to see you, buddy.
Hey.
Glad to have you here. What else you have going on here? Michael Gonzalez. Glad to see a bunch of our friends here already.
Hey,
the OGs are here.
That's right. A lot of
fun. Look at this. Samantha DeSeuss. Looks like we're starting off with an ooh, and then Samantha's going to go, oh. She's going to take it even farther somewhat. I'm not quite sure. Nobody puts Mikey in a corner. Mikey's not in a corner for the last time.
I haven't been called Mikey since, high school. Jeez.
Mikey will eat it.
We should call you Mikey.
It's sad. No, please don't do that.
We call him Mikey from now on. This is Mikey, Jimmy, and Becky. We're going to have a great
oh, my God. Becky, and you die.
Yeah, you call me Mikey, you're getting Becky left and right.
I'm more afraid of Rebecca. I'm more afraid of Rebecca than I am of you, Mike. And even though I'm going to see you, Mike, real soon, up in Get Out of Your Booth conference coming up in June.
Yay!
Yeah, so excited about that. Why don't you give us a little insight on that, Mike, real quick? If I don't kind of put you on the spot, but I'm sure you live and sleep this. So What's happening?
I mean, I live here, so get out of your booth. Jen Tafoni and I actually, Jen of the well, not the former, but the current the booth
VO
besties.
booth besties. Yep.
Yeah. We actually live like 10 minutes from each other, and what we realized is that there is basically nothing for VO in Eastern PA, New Jersey, the whole area. So we were looking at conferences. Everything's super expensive, and one of the things that we try to do here at TMI is provide accessible and relatively cheap workshops for everybody. And we were like, well, I have a venue that I can use, and Jen knows a lot more people than I do. And we're like, why don't we have our own event and kind of model it after Uncle Roy's meets doing a little business stuff. So we donated the hall. Every single thing that is going into...
Now, when you say we donated the hall, Mike, can you explain that a little bit to people? You say we donated the hall. It makes it sound like we did it here at TMI.
So I am on the board of a local private club, which is in the Northeast, is a kind of a big cultural thing around here. That
he's the Grand Poobah of the Loyal Order of Water Buffalo, Pennsylvania chapter.
I'm the vice president of the local National Sokol, which is a Czech national social club. We don't really dig in on the ethnic stuff anymore, but anyway, I have a hall that fits about 100, 120 people. We also have a 6-lane bowling alley, and I have access to it. So I'm opening it up. We're donating it free to the event. We are charging $200 a head for 3 days worth of speakers. It included Friday night social, lunches, everything, because Jen and I are not taking $1 out of this thing. We've got a ton of people that have donated an incredible amount of prizes, coaching, things like that. Some of the bigger names from around the industry are coming to speak and hang out because we just want to make it so that people can come and actually enjoy a conference kind of environment and get something out of it without having to mortgage their house or, feel pressured or be squeezed into a place, like 1,800 people, something like that. The 100 people max that we're allowed to come. You can bowl all you want for free. You can not attend any of the speaking and just sit around and drink and talk with me when I'm not running around like an idiot. Whatever you want to do.
Speaking of drinking, Friday night, I believe we're having a bunch of alcoholic beverages provided for us. Did I hear that correctly?
Yes. Stephanie
Nice.
Johnson of Adventure Brewing, I believe, is donating some beverages. And a local brewery up here, Sherman Street Brewing, Bo Baden, he's one of the, to my heart, and that I know, one of the best brewers in the country, is donating some of his beverages and things like that. But we have 2 full-service bars. The place will be open for everybody here to drink and hang out, and that's included with your ticket.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sweet. And if it doesn't, how can it get any better than that, you may ask?
Well, Jim Frank will be there.
No. Besides that, no. Believe it or not, this is not a shameless plug. This is the block of hotel rooms are at a casino.
Yes. Oh. There's a casino in town, and it's very, very nice. The Wing Creek Resort, and we have a block of hotel rooms that are set aside there. Once you purchase a ticket, it's a Get Outa with 2 T's, yourbooth.com. You can go and set aside a room for yourself. This is going to be a lot of fun, and I think especially for people that can get there relatively easy, there's nothing that's like it at all in the industry that I've found.
And if there's anybody on Route 90 in Massachusetts, 84 in Connecticut, or whatever that parkway is in Connecticut, I'll swing by, pick you up. I'm driving down, so I've got room. It'll be fun.
You're not allowed at my house, though. My wife will kill me and possibly you.
Which is weird because last time I was at your house, Mike, your wife said you got to get out of here because my husband will kill you. So I mean,
you know what she does on her time is her business.
It's her business. That's right.
That's what she tells me, man. And she charges a lot for her business. I'm just telling you that.
If that was a scenario, it would not be TMI with Jim Frank. He would not no longer be on this plane of existence.
There'd be no TMI at all. All right, listen, Katie Jostock.
Yes.
Katie Jostock is doing math with us right now. Not just that, but we're going to go back to this you being in a corner thing. When you first started the show, Frankie, Mike was in the top right corner of the screen, but what do I know? I'm just a blonde. Okay.
Well.
Now, let me ask you this, Katie. Rebecca Lee was in a corner.
Uh-oh.
I was in a corner.
I can see a physical corner behind Rebecca Lee right now.
There's a bunch of corners behind her, so it's okay for us to be put in the corner.
Right.
Yes.
Katie, what's up with that?
Seriously,
Maybe
Katie.
people like me a little bit more.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. Maybe I'm a little bit more favored.
Maybe we'll have to go to Katie No Stock instead of Katie Joe Stock.
Roll the Terry Can Cook It theme song. We can humble him real quick.
Very nice. All right, let's get to things here. Oh, wait,
Sure.
Dirty Dancing reference. What did we say?
Nobody
puts baby
Mikey
in the corner.
That's kind of. For some reason, whenever I hear Dirty Dancing reference, I always think about I brought the watermelon.
Lap dances. Oh.
Oh, okay, lap dances. Sure, we'll go with that. Terry's not here today because he is doing the VO fights or something like that with
VO Dojo.
I think with Portia Scott. I think is the one doing it. But just because Terry's not here doesn't mean we can't play Terry's song.
We've gotta play the song.
If Terry can cook it, you can too. His friends are his reason to bring food to you. Chef Briscoe Power, bringing dinner to yours and mine.
Yes.
I literally can't.
Yes. I live for that. It just
That's
gets me
what you've been missing, honey, isn't it? That's what you've been missing.
Karaoke live. You're gonna get it live, and I'm gonna make it really loud.
I'm going to bring my
I love it
guitar
so
and I'm going to
much.
play right next to you on that, okay?
Please.
Yes.
God.
And then we'll have video of it, not just audio, okay, Rebecca? We'll be playing video.
I
You know
love
what?
it so much.
Let's get into it. We have a great guest coming up. Before we get to that, Mike, we've already talked about your get out of the booth, but what do we have for tech? Anything really cool?
For tech, I found a couple really cool things, actually. I found a mini computer, 32 gigs of DDR5, terabyte SSD. It's got a Ryzen 9 6900HX. It's perfectly fine for doing VO, things like that. It's a PC instead of a Mac this time. And I found a coupon for it on Amazon that brings it down to like $400. And it's a mini machine, so you could set it.
Well, that's not bad.
I wouldn't necessarily put it in there in the booth, but you could try, see how the fan sounds. But for people looking for a computer, you're gonna be hard pressed to beat $400 for a 32 gig RAM desktop machine. I found on what was it called? Is it Seagate.com a 14 terabyte external storage for $180, and then you can throw
that's
all of
sexy.
your horrible trashed auditions onto that you keep forever and never listen to anymore because so many people love to do that, and or your old projects, all that kind of stuff, and get it off your actual computer. Open up some space so it doesn't run like garbage. And I also found that because the new Gen 2 Apollo Twin X interfaces are out, and they're on sale for about $9.99 right now. Oh, yeah. Yes, there's the Gen 2s that came out a few months ago. And because of that, if you go to a site like reverb.com, you can find used Gen 1 Twin X duos for around $550.
What do they do now?
Upgrade.
What
Is it
now?
worth the upgrade?
From what? From Gen 1?
Claim it's cleaner.
Yeah.
Well, they said maybe not from Gen 1, but it is cleaner than the Gen 1. So
Oh God.
if your audio's right. I had the same problem. I don't buy too much tech. So if your audio's iffy as it is, which I doubt it, maybe it's worth it. But if you're on a solo, it would be worth it. If you don't have an Apollo and you want to get one that you don't have to worry about running out of DSP space, or you want to use multiple microphones at the same time, that would be cool with your plugins. But I would, for my money, go on Reverb and find like a mint condition used one for half the price, and just go with the Gen 1, especially for VO.
Okay. Don't buy it. Don't buy it.
Don't buy it. Don't buy it. Don't buy it. Don't buy it.
Although
Although it is on sale.
It's on sale, and also if you go to our friends over at Full Compass,
Okay.
there is I'm not going to give it out over the show because you had to have gone to VO Atlanta, in order to do it. This gear exchange as well as Sweetwater. That's right. You can check that place out as well for it. But Full Compass has a 20% off going on at the end of the month with a special VO Atlanta code that they gave out. So that's an additional $200 off there, Rebecca. Just, throwing it out there.
Oh, man.
Throwing it out there, honey.
Rebecca's done. This is
You should just sell one of those 15 demo suites you have racked up with JMC and buy yourself another compound down there in the Yucatan or wherever the hell you are.
Compound.
Oh, yeah,
Rebecca.
that's exciting. This is exciting.
Dang
I'm
it.
looking at it now.
Now you're messing me up there, Jim.
See,
now
sorry,
I'm like,
sorry.
Wait, with the coupon, plus it's on sale. Oh, yeah.
I'll tell you what.
Hold on.
If we can double coupon, that'd be awesome too. We should all get it and not tell Terry. Okay, let's all get it, and not tell
I'm totally
Terry.
okay with that.
Yeah,
I'm
and-
totally okay with that.
All right, cool. Is the code in the VO Atlanta program book? I do not know, but Cindy or anybody, if you are at VO Atlanta, you can reach out to me, Jim at jimfrank.com, and I will share the code with you because it was offered to you as well. It might be in the book. I don't know.
It might be in the book.
I don't know. I didn't get a book. I forgot to bring my book home. The first year that we both presented,
Yeah.
and I forgot
You,
to.
me, and
Didn't
Terry
bring it.
all left ours.
Yeah, but Terry had
We all
someone.
left
I think Cindy sent one to Tendy.
Yeah, I think so.
Heidi.
Heidi, that's what it was. It was one of the Eeks girls. All right. Either way, I'll tell you what. Let's get to our host because we have no, not our host. Our guest. We're the hosts. So
That's why the people really came here to talk to her anyway.
I know, really. I'm just wasting enough time because under Canadian rules with the new tariffs, we can only talk to her for, only 76% of the time now because of the 24% tariff. So we had to waste a little couple of minutes at the beginning. But then again, it's Canadian time. So an hour Canadian is only half hour American. I'm all screwed up with that Canadian math. We'll figure it out, though. Coming up, let's introduce her. Oh, Terry's not here to do the introduction.
Lord, you read it.
I didn't write it. Terry writes it. I'm going to have to wing it.
There you go.
Wing it.
We're going to wing
Let's
it.
hear it. Kim,
She's
I
known
apologize
as
in advance.
she's known as the queen of voice, casting director phenom, not just with video games, but animation. Oh, and she does commercials too. You want to learn something from her? Well, she has a whole network of coaches working under her. You can go to khcasting.com to find out about all that and more. If you have any questions for someone that is in the game, someone that is on the field, someone that is making decisions, someone that is... Yeah, it's been a long week, Annie. Sorry. I just got squirreled for a second. Oh, bring her on. That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, please put your hands together for the one, the only, the Wonder Woman of voiceover. My superhero and yours, Kim Hurdon.
Woo.
That was like, I feel like, oh, Canada. I feel like
Oh, my God.
Kim, welcome to the show. Glad to have you here.
Welcome.
glad to be here.
This has been almost 2 years in the making. We had you scheduled, and for reasons we don't have to go into, you had to reschedule. And then we had you on for a workshop last year, but we never actually had you on as a guest yet. And when I was going over this season, I was like, did we have Kim? And I'm going through all my notes, and I'm like, wait a minute, we did something with Kim. But no, here you are. Glad to have you.
Here I am.
So if you guys have questions for Kim, write them in the comments. Put the word question next to it if you would, or is an E. Thank you. Spelling. This is your chance to ask some great questions because Kim has been on the ground, boots on the ground. That's the term I was looking for. Boots on the ground, and she's there working each and every day, casting people in all these great roles. What is this Amazon code that Mike's speaking of?
It was
That's
for
for
the
the-
computer.
For that computer? Okay. Sorry. I get squirreled now and then, Kim, so if anytime you just want to take over and start talking, it happens all the
Please,
time.
please.
So please do.
Please.
Come on.
This guy not pay attention to things? Come on. All right, well, I'm going to ask you a question. Let's get it out here right now, okay? What are some of the common mistakes that even experienced voice actors make concessions? And do you coach them through it, or do you just move on if there's something that can't be fixed in your mind in real time?
Okay. So we're talking about in a final. So I'm directing somebody.
You're directing a session. Yeah. This is being recorded. This is the big enchilada. You finally got Jim in the studio. He's finally making the 5 figures with you. God. And he can't pronounce a certain word, or he's just not getting your voice direction on what you're trying to get. What do you do?
Okay. So, well, first off, let's touch on that. Not pronouncing a specific word. You've probably auditioned it. You probably have the script at home. This goes for auditions as well. Look it up. Look up the product name. Look up words that aren't familiar to you. I can't tell you how many times people have submitted and they're pronouncing the product incorrectly. I can't submit it. They're not going to get booked.
Right.
Yeah.
So do your homework. But if someone's sort of stumbling through a session, of course I'm going to direct them through it. I mean, they're there. It's the final. It's not like they're going to get fired on the spot. Not listening is a big one. There's people that are just, yes. Oh, yep. Okay. Got it. Yep. And they're not listening to what I'm saying after I say my initial thought. Yeah. Okay. Got it. You don't got it because I'm not done speaking yet. But, so that's a big one. It's just, and I know it's hard because nerves kick in and you want to please and you want to do your best. But so, okay, yeah, but just try to chill. Just try to chill.
Yeah.
A lot of nerves.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Again, if you're joining us, we are here with Kim Hurdon, khcasting.com, casting director, video games, animation, commercials as well. Do you cast anything else besides those 3?
I have done. I mean, we've done everything here. So those are the big 3, obviously, the big money makers for our company anyway. And yeah, we've done audiobooks and narration and all the things.
Gotcha. Terry Briscoe says, "Ooh, this is my favorite show." It's ours too now that Terry's not on it. No, I'm
I know, it's so much smoother.
Terry
It's weird.
Briscoe. I received an audition from him today. Haven't listened to it yet.
Oh, how cool.
Oh.
Saw that come in late.
Oh.
Look at
Way
that.
to be late. Even Kyra knows about his
Brown knows
lateness.
Way to brown nose there,
Actually,
Terry.
Terry can't make it in there. He's supposed to be on the show, but he's doing the, what do we call that? The dojo fights?
The Fight Club, VO Dojo Fight Club.
Yeah.
VO Fight Club, yeah. I think Portia Scott is going to be there. The judge, or I'm not quite sure how that one works, to be honest with you. But
It's they actually go together and they physically fight. And
Yeah,
whoever
to the
is
death.
loudest
And
screamer.
oh, then my money's on Portia, by all means. I've seen Terry fight. He's not all that.
right.
Just throwing it out there.
Hey, so
We've got some
Kim,
questions.
So based on the current climate of stuff, I have seen things where Canadian casting directors are saying, we're not going to cast anybody in America.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? Where do you stand on that? And how is that generally received in Canada?
We're still cool with it. We're more scared of you than you are of us, I would imagine. Just size wise, population wise.
Big.
But
I'm a big dude. I know.
Did she just call us fat?
no,
Yes, it's fine.
No.
I'm a man of stature. That's all it is.
No, we're still casting in the U.S. I mean, we're trying to find the right voice, so we're not considering sort of political things that are happening.
Yeah.
Don't even. I know, Rebecca.
Cool.
Yeah.
It's so taxing.
Yikes.
Yeah, really.
Yikes.
It's so terrifying.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
one.
it's just
Terrifying.
it
You're
was
so
interesting
silly.
to me when I was seeing that kind of stuff. I was like, really? Like you're gonna take it out on like Jim Frank? Oh my god!
No.
All of America's problems can be solved by taking it out on Jim Frank.
A
Most of them,
lot
at
of them
least.
can, frankly.
Right.
If we're being honest.
True.
Frankly,
Okay,
you're
so-
absolutely
so-
right.
Frankly,
So what I'm getting is, don't audition Jim. Got it.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, the funny thing is, we've known each other for 2.5 years now, and I think I've only auditioned for 1 or 2 things with you. But
Interesting.
it is kind of interesting.
That is.
And I've been stalking
go
you for
through-
almost 3 years straight.
don't
see,
think I
that's
have
probably
auditioned
what
for
does
you
it.
yet.
We don't
There you
really
go.
enjoy that, you know.
Well,
Probably
my
so.
password, my passport expired, so you get 6 months of freedom. Katie, don't put Mikey in the corner. Joe Stock wants to know, when it comes to casting for commercials, how do you define conversational?
Oh, the age-old question, huh?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Oh, and you know what I have today?
Uh-oh.
Can you read that?
Not announcery.
Not announcery.
yes.
I love that.
That's a good one.
Does the other say not slick on the other side?
Oh, that's not slick, not announcery.
If it says specificity, we start drinking. So just so you know.
Okay, I'll save that for later. It's what you all think it is. It's having a conversation. I mean, we've all heard this a million times, to just speak to one person, because that is what you're doing especially when you're doing a commercial read. You're speaking to someone sitting on their couch in front of their computer, driving their car. So just think about who that one person is and speak to them. Figure out who the target is. Pick someone within the target, or your friend, or a celebrity, or whomever you feel comfortable speaking with. Some people I know put a picture of somebody up in their booth so they can just talk to that person and be very specific about it. So that's what it is to me, just really sinking into it, sitting on a bar stool, sitting in a coffee shop, just talking to your friend about something that you would never talk to them about in real life.
Ever.
Ever.
I forget who it was. Somebody today, some coach, I want to say Mark Scott maybe, or somebody wrote today, instead of conversational, replace it with relatable. And this way your mind won't go to that, I've got to be conversational
Paul Schmidt said
mode.
that, I think, right?
Relatable.
Paul Smith, that's who it was. I know it was somebody, somebody recently. Okay, let's see here. Katie asked her question here. Oh, Tabs has a great question. Well, it's a lot of words. I don't know if it's a great question or not, but
We'll see.
what do you suggest for VO that haven't had a lot of experience doing live direction to not be nervous and to stay calm through that session?
Drugs.
Gummies.
CBD. It's come up a lot these days because of THC. It's all initials. Because of the way the industry has sort of wound its way through COVID, and now here we are. So you don't get a lot of live direction, whether it be for an audition or a final. So most times, especially with the stuff, I guess, pay to plays and that sort of thing, you're recording it on your own and sending it in. Like you're not even getting direction in the final, which is completely insane to me. Yeah. We don't like to do that here. We ask for self-tapes and then, or demos, and then we choose from there, and we do live auditions with people, not live, through Zoom. So preference for us as well is to direct you live, because it may just be a slight tweak or something, and you're just hitting the mark, or you're just off for some reason. We don't have enough time to ask for a redirect tape, so getting you right in front of us is the best scenario. But I get that you don't get that often. So this has just come up with a couple of people coaching. They booked their first job. Their first, oh my God, Kim, help me, what am I going to do? So we have an emergency coaching session just to be specific about the script that they're going to use, and what do I expect, and what do I do? It's such a hard thing, because you're going to get freaking nervous.
Yeah.
Like, you are.
So,
for me, okay, I know this is going to be crazy, but when I get nervous or I have to direct a celebrity or something like that, and I can't show my nerves, I first walk around the house and talk out loud to myself and say, okay, come on, man, you got this. You can do this. Come on now. And then I stand on my hips and I do a big superhero pose. I literally do that. And take some breaths, and then get in front and just start to chat, and hopefully that's cool. Taking big deep breaths as you're moving. Yes. Hand up. Yes.
Can you show us the pose?
Well, you're not going to be able to see it. I'll stand up and you'll see. Oh, it's hands on hips. It's hands on hips.
All right.
It's traditional superhero. You know, I'm not.
We call that the Tim Power pose. We call that.
Yeah, you got to look introspectively off into the distance.
Yes, exactly.
Absolutely. Oh, very Superman. Yes.
So when you walk around the house,
right down the barrel.
Do you also play the Wonder Woman theme song when you walk around the house? Because
I sing it.
Wonder
Manic Row.
Woman.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Tony has done it again. Tony wants to know, when casting, do you have voice preferences or goes to or go-tos, or is it strictly based on the audition alone?
That's a good one.
It is a good one. We don't have voice preferences. There are people I
Yay.
love and people that I've worked with a lot, but really when we're casting, we're competing against other casting people for the business, for our business. So you are our money. You're our money. So if we can find you and bring a new you and present to client, we look better. So we don't call the same people in over and over and over again. We cast a very wide net. When we cast, just as an example, when we cast animation, we cast usually through casting breakdown service, casting workbook. And we will put it out to agents and say, whomever fits this spec that you feel good about, submit them. So we're not saying, can you please make sure that Jim, gets called in for this? Or we're not personalizing anything. We used to back in the day on the phone. Because never again, Jim. You're done.
The name's Hurdon, not Hurdon. It's Hurdon. Get the name right, Jim. Research.
That was loud.
Sorry.
So then we're getting the self tapes in. We listen to every single one because everybody doesn't think we do. We do. And I remember that question came up when I think at Vio Atlanta just a few years ago, and I was on a casting director with Tina and all the casting people, and somebody asked that, and we all said, "Oh no, we listened to all of them."
That's wonderful.
And the audience was quite shocked.
Yeah.
But we do. And if you submit 2, we listen to 2. We may not listen to all of the whole, but we do listen to both.
Now, if there's 2 takes, do you actually skip halfway through to find it?
See, good question.
Because you only listen to the first
So-
3 to 5 seconds. You say you listen to them
true.
all, but
It's
it
true.
has to be something that makes you say, okay, we'll listen to that again later. But what if the second
It
take
does.
is the take that does it
It's
and you never
buried.
listen to it?
Yeah.
We do listen to it because of what you've just suggested. That's happened in the past. So we ask for two takes on 2 separate files so we know where they are. But if someone doesn't, I would say, because we used to do this, and hopefully they ask for slates. I don't know why people don't ask for slates anymore. I friggin' love slates. I love them. It's a good intro for me to go, okay, and here we go. And hear what you sound like just traditionally introing yourself.
Yeah.
I love them. So within the slate, and maybe it'll have to be on your label if they don't ask for a slate, say 2 takes on 1 track so that they know there's another one there. So listen through,
Keep
needle
listening.
drop into it. Yeah.
Okay.
Nice. Very nice.
Fair enough. Before we get to Terry has a question for us. Before we get to Terry, give us the dirt on his audition. How was it?
I didn't listen to it yet. I was literally
Jim,
like at 5:30.
We can
I feel
wait.
like
We
it
can
came-
wait.
If
We
we
can
get
wait.
pull it up and I'll
really
play it?
terrible, we could make her play it live on air.
We could.
Oh. Is there an NDA with
Good.
this? Can we play it live? I mean, is this something we can embarrass Terry?
Oh my gosh.
it.
Sorry,
Can you
Terry.
I'll tell you what.
He's going.
We'll do our thing
oh my
here
God.
right now, Kim. You go listen
my
to it. Come back and give us the bad news. That's all.
Come back and give us the bad news. Y'all are terrible.
Sorry, Terry. Let's see here. Terry does have a question here somewhere. Let me find it. I'll tell you what. Let's get to Mitch's question first. Mike, if you would. I'll find Terry's question. I'll forget it. Here's Terry's question. Go ahead.
Oh, there we go. All right. What is the biggest misconception that you've noticed about casting directors?
You're
That we're
cold-blooded.
scary. Yes. No, I'm not even kidding. That is what it is.
Cold-blooded, heartless people.
Yeah, when I drop in on sort of the a podcast or doing a workshop or whatever, the people will, oh, you're so nice. You're like, so, wow, you're really, and I'm like, what the hell did you think of? But again, you're not seeing us as much anymore, so we're just a name that they never hire me. We're that
Dream
person
crusher,
to you.
yeah.
Exactly. So that's probably the biggest one, is that we're meanies.
Well, it's funny because
one or two.
I've met 1 or 2 as well, but
That live up to
when
it.
you're on this side of the microphone, you're a decision maker. You're someone. I mean, whether or not you don't make the final decision, obviously, but you're the gatekeeper, and because you're the what's up with my camera? Because you're the gatekeeper, maybe. All right, I'm seeing everything blurry anyhow, so that works out good. You're the gatekeeper, so the perception or the, we don't want to say the wrong thing to you to get the wrong impression. So I think that's kind of where people think that you guys come off a bit standoffish, but it's not that you are. I think it's our misconception.
Projection.
Because I'll tell you right now, Tina Marasco, Kristen Paiva, Kim Hurdon. Even Terry Berland, who I thought hated my guts after the first time we met.
Why? Why would you think that? Tell us.
Because I was afraid of her because she was very short with her answers, and she didn't say, "Oh my God, Frank, you're the best in the world. Let's sign you." And I was like, "Well, who the hell is this?" But come to find out, we talked afterwards for about an hour and a half afterwards. And, people are people. And I don't think we understand as voice actors that casting directors and the people that make the decisions are just people.
Mm-hmm. It speaks to the insecurity, though, right? Like
it really does.
Yeah.
I remember shaking in my boots. Like, I am still, actually, to be honest, still to this day, really scared of Mary Lynn Wisner. And it's just started out early in my career. I'm telling you. Like, even when I see her, and I know.
And she's only like 4'5". I mean, you could like step on her, couldn't you?
Well, I'm just a couple inches taller. But if there's something left over from when I first started, that she was the figure. She was the figure in my mind of this scary and, in person just as nice as she could be, but it doesn't matter. Like, that's the one person I think I'm nervous to read for still. Years later. Mm-hmm.
See, I've been very fortunate that I've, being in radio, that I've interviewed 1,000 celebrities. And I've learned a long time ago that people are people. And if they don't want to be part of your circle, then you don't want them to be part of your circle anyhow. So why bother with
missing
them?
Out. They're
exactly.
lost.
Let's get to some more questions because I could sit here and talk to Kim forever. But Mitch has a question. Rebecca, if you'd be so kind.
Certainly. Let's see. When I hear singing mid-audition, I get a good giggle. Is there something you hear that almost always makes you laugh or brightens your day?
Always.
Occasionally.
Okay, occasionally.
4 out of 7 times a week.
That's so specific.
Well, because immediately I just go to animation auditions right away because that's the trick really to win an animation audition is make me laugh. That's really what you're trying to do almost is to get through the gatekeeper. So it's hearing something in an audition, an animation specifically, that I didn't expect because I'm listening to sometimes 300 or 400 auditions, which is then 600 or 800 because it's that many people.
Right.
So it's a lot of hearing not the same thing. It's obviously a different voice and they're bringing their own spirit to it, but it's hearing all of the lines read exactly the way that you would think that they're going to be read.
Now,
yeah. And it doesn't have to be a big jump. It doesn't have to be yelling instead of being quiet, or it just has to be just a little something that I like, it could be instead of you saying, well, here's a mug of coffee. It's here's a mug of coffee. Like it's that little where I go, oh my God, that's funny. Because it doesn't take much after hearing it 700 times.
Right.
I can imagine.
Now that brings me back to, if I could follow up on that very quickly, I had an animation audition that I just did. And the feedback I got from my agent was that I came out of the box with the funny too quick.
Oh.
I'm like, but they're only going to listen to the first 3 to 5 seconds. I'm going to give them the funny as soon as
How do you think that, Jim? We're not.
I don't
only
think
listen
that.
to the
I'm
first
being
3 or 5
because I've talked to 100 casting directors.
Yep.
And I get
they
that.
They do say that over and over.
When I hear singing mid-audition, 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 okay, we'll put that in the pile. When I hear, that's what I hear from other casting directors. Is that not your process? Or do you listen to the whole 45-second audition?
Okay, I'm going to just be completely honest, and some people will be horrified. We always ask for slates, as you now know. I love slates. I can tell usually by the slate if they're going to be meh or not.
Oh, wow.
Which is crazy.
Really?
I need to work on my slate game. Hold on.
Seriously. I don't.
Hold on. Rebecca
we got to
Lee.
talk about that. Keep going.
Okay.
Rebecca Lee. Okay.
Rebecca
Okay,
Lee.
Oh my God.
Let's talk about it. So it's not that you have to make it big and fancy. It's that I can tell technically if the sound is okay. If they sound like they're in a tin can, that happens a lot. I can't submit those.
Okay.
Are you people listening back to these before you send them?
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah,
Some people aren't. It's just going right past the slate, and you're almost disinterested. You said your name a million times. It's copy and pasting a slate, so it doesn't fit into whatever the tone of whether it's animation or commercial or whatever it is. It
Seems
doesn't
like
fit
more of a
into the
hassle
spirit.
to cut and paste than it would be just to say it.
Just to say the damn
Right?
thing again.
Yeah,
That's what
no,
I
really.
think. But some people feel like slate pulls them right out of whatever they were going to do. So I don't know.
So slate at
I guess
the
that's
end.
why they do it. You could do it tail slate too.
That's what I do. I always tail slate. So I can
you can
pre-life
totally
go
do that.
into it.
I
Especially
never
a
slate.
character.
Like,
At all?
Mike never slates.
no, I don't. Not unless they ask for it. Never.
See, I slate unless they say don't slate.
Yeah. Same, Jim.
Especially if
I-
it's
I
for
would do
an
that.
animation or a character, because your voice might be the voice they want. Maybe not the voice you did for the audition, but maybe the voice you're giving them.
Very few people want this voice. This is why I'm asking about it. Because talking about a slate, if I'm like Mike Cunningham, that is a very specific
panties
fucking sound.
thrown.
Pardon my language, but like that's a real specific sound, and I might be doing this for the part of the audition. It has no part of it whatsoever. But I'm not going to be like Mike Cunningham when I come out of the gate. So like,
But you're not going to do the Nick Offerman slate that you just did and then pop right into.
Yeah.
Are you?
Nick Offerman.
yeah,
he is.
I have.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he probably is.
I try to just be like, hey, this is my name and whatever, and now here's the thing that we're doing. But like, that's very interesting. Okay.
Get into it, man. Get into it.
I mean-
It's the intro. It's the title. Yeah.
Okay.
So give her.
That's very good. Hey, everybody, that's very good information. You should be happy you're listening.
I was told that it's like a little bit of a freebie audition to make the slate good, because that just adds a little bit more time to them for them to listen to you. Yeah.
That's it. That's it.
See?
And as Jim said, sometimes it is, and people have asked this too, do I slate in character or do I slate myself? Different casting people have different.
Yeah, they do.
So I know. So I can't speak to that. I can just speak to me. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me if you do it or you don't. I know other casting people have said, as Jim just said, oh, I liked your regular voice.
Yeah.
And so you'll get, so they'll say, could you just do it in your regular voice? And they'll send it back to you. Because maybe it was too cartoony in whatever way you presented it.
I say that. I got a video game gig for my voice, not for the audition voice that I did, because of the slate.
There you go.
Just a basic
There you
slate.
go.
Jim Franck, my agency, 2 takes. And if it's something specific about the second take, I'll say that with the hope that they'll listen to it. Second take,
Right.
a bit brighter or,
Yeah.
wackier or,
Yeah.
something that you wouldn't expect. And I try to give them something completely off specs because
Look
of
at
that.
Mike's
Because
like, this is odd. Mike's like, what is happening?
Yeah,
right
blow 'em
Very
up,
intense.
because
Very intense.
I got a very specific sound, right? So I'm like, I never just
and a
go,
process.
whatever. Yeah. Well, and that's it though, right? Because if I do that, and what she was saying, if I'm like, okay, let me just read my name, and then going into it from that is weird, because then I'm either have to do it as the character to just go into it, or do it, ad hoc, and then you talk about the copy and paste. Well, it's just me doing it after the fact, right? So
Right.
I'm curious. I guess, you never really do know. I guess it really just all depends on who you're talking to. Because a lot of the casting directors that I've been auditioning for, I don't think I've ever actually auditioned for you, Kim.
No.
Yeah, I don't think we got to fix that, by the way.
I know.
Gotta rectify
yeah.
that.
I've been
will
trying to
slate
do it for
you.
2.5 years, Mike. Let me know
Yeah.
what the secret is, will you? Jeez. My
But it's
God,
it's very interesting, because I've
I
had a
drink
lot of
a lot of
people,
Molson. You'd think Canada would want me.
Oh, my God. You
my
look like a
God.
moose, so
I like
I'm not
ham,
really with
Canadian
them, Kim.
bacon,
I don't really
whatever
know
it is.
them. I'm just here for
Kim-
diversity. I don't
gender.
What's more controversial, AI or slating? Huh?
Damn it.
And gender. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, that's because Terry's not here. She's playing 2 roles this week.
Rebecca's got every quota that we could possibly want.
There
all
we
wrapped
go.
up.
I'm
So that's how we
queer.
balance
I'm
out.
black.
Check.
Yep.
And she has a vagina, so we're good.
I know why you called me, Jim. I know exactly why you called me.
It's because I love you, and it's more time to spend with you. Hello.
That's all.
All right. Back to your slating thing real quick, Mike. Okay. That's why I recommend afterwards, because even if you're doing a character and you're way up like this doing your thing, when you get out of it, you can always just say, Mike Cunningham. I mean, you're still in the energy. You know what I mean? So it's not so much the voice as it is the energy, just like when they tell us acting choice first, choice, then the voice. So you already made your choice, and then just say your name in your normal voice. You'll have the same energy going into it.
Yeah.
Katie, don't call me Joe Stock, wants to know, do you care about things like mouth clicks or sibilants when it comes to auditions?
Okay, well, if you're doing it like that, yes. But most people, they are so keyed into what they think they should sound like, and to make it perfect. You suck the life out of it. If you start to worry too much about that, you're going to become very self-conscious. I don't care. Unless, like I said, unless it's like, I can hear it, you're in a tin can, and there's like reverb happening, and it's completely takes me out of it. I don't care.
Fair enough. Tabs likes the Gal Gadot.
I just
Wonder
like
Woman
Gal
Wonder
Gadot.
Woman soundtrack.
Yeah, I just like her too,
Same.
actually.
Same.
She's so gorgeous.
Guilty as charged.
Completely guilty.
Ridiculously pretty.
She is
so
It's
crazy
just,
pretty.
It's just stupid. Yeah, that's not fair.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
All right. Well, 4 out of 4 panelists agree. Gal Gadot, very pretty.
That is correct. All right, let's see here. We have, see, I told you we go off the rails sometime, Kim. It happens.
time.
I mean, and we're actually behaving tonight.
This is somewhat tame. This is
Very tame. DF Raisin, won't tell you what DF stands for. How did you get started? Yeah, that's right. How did you get started in VO, and what led you to become a casting director?
Happenstance. Did not know anything about the industry, didn't really even know it existed, much like everybody before they start. I was working as a... No, I wasn't.
Interested in a cocktail bar.
I wasn't.
The motels. Nice.
I was busking. I was doing that for a while.
Busking?
So why do you not know what that is? Playing
Busking?
That sounds very
guitar,
different.
All right. Well, all right. Now you got
guitar,
to...
singing on the street.
Kim, we got to hear
you were a
something
performer.
now. You can't make that claim.
No.
Huh?
Oh,
Come on.
no, I'm not. No singing.
Come on.
Oh,
little.
no.
Just a little.
You have to pay for that.
I'll pay. Listen, I will pay you $5. I will Venmo you $5 right now.
Does someone say singing? Hold on a second.
Hold on.
Cooking, you can too. His friends are his reason to bring food
we don't
to
need the
you.
whole thing. We get the point. We get the whole thing. All right,
Chef
thank you.
Briscoe Power.
He
Bring
is
it down
mortified.
into yours and mine.
And you
Kim,
really
I did
played the
that
whole thing.
as a joke when I was drunk, intentionally bad, and then they've made it a thing that plays every time.
We
It's
love
really
it
rough.
so much.
It's
Sorry
awesome.
for you.
I hate
I've
best.
also, by the way, after the busking, I was in a disco cover band for probably about 10 years, singing.
That
oh yeah,
sounds fun.
costumes, wigs, all the things.
That
What was the name of the
sounds so
band?
fun.
Oh, you're gonna look it up, and there's
I
barely
am
anything.
right now.
It's
Yeah, what's the name of the band?
Sort of before. Actually, don't look it up because
I won't, I
the name of the
promise.
band was Booty Smacker, and bad things come up if you hit that sometimes.
I knew you were my kind of people.
Oh man,
Yes.
a disco tribute band?
Yes.
Booty
That's so
smacker.
cool.
So
Oh
don't.
my God.
Okay, stop
Oh my
looking it
God.
up right now, everybody.
smacker.
Stop
It's
it.
my own
I
internet.
can't
It's
stop.
okay.
There's no way that I
So
can.
I'm gonna at
You
least
guys
wait
came
till
up
we're done.
first on Facebook. Look at this.
No way. Okay, I'm gonna have to look.
No.
That is a Jamiroquai hat
Stop
or
it.
something. What is
Wait a
going
minute.
on
I'm
here?
seeing video here
Oh
too.
my god! Oh my god!
Wait.
Somebody put it on
Oh, this is
screen.
happening.
Why is this happening? Why did I say
Don't
this?
do this
I don't
until after she casts one of us.
Right.
Stop
Exactly.
This just
Everybody
in,
can
ladies
go
and
look at
gentlemen.
it on their
TMI. Hello, insiders. Pay attention. We're going to say goodbye to Kim at
sorry.
the top of the hour, but hang in there for a little time afterwards for an exclusive viewing of Booty Smackers.
No.
Booty smackers.
In a world where
I-
booties get
I-
smacked.
I'm guilty. I took us off the rails that time. Okay.
It's
Point
true.
back.
It's not our fault.
Thank you. This is my kind of getting off the rails.
Booty smacker.
Okay, so back in the day, busking, singing, guitar,
Spacking.
money in the guitar case. I needed a job because that's what I was doing, and I was not making enough money busking. So I answered an ad in the paper. This is how long ago it was. Newspaper. Do you like music? And I'm like, I do. So went to the interview. It was an audio house. So it was a commercial production house, and they needed a receptionist. I started there. I was there for about a year and going, oh my God, this is cool. And then the casting director left. She went to a different place, and on the way out the door, she said, I think Kim might be really good at this. And I'm like, what? Me? What?
Just
so,
like that.
Yeah.
Wow.
So they brought the woman that actually brought it to Canada. She trained voice casters down in LA for I think a few months or something, and came back and opened up the shop here. And so she trained me, and here I am.
I need to figure out how to
that's
put
so
this
cool.
on.
No, you don't.
No, because you have an intro that I swear it was Mike Cunningham going, this is
It's not.
Booty Smacker.
No, it's not Mike, but it is a voiceover talent from
That is
Canada.
so
yeah.
cool.
Love it.
I want to ask if you hadn't gotten into to casting into VO and maybe you were over busking, is there any, or I should put it like this, was there a dream or something that you would have done if you could, if you weren't able to get into VO?
Yes, it was something creative. I'd done a lot of fine arts, so I'd been accepted to a fine arts school. I went to school for fashion design, so something along those
Something
lines.
creative.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
Cool.
Very cool.
Tony wants to know, what was the worst session that you've ever experienced?
Oh,
Spill the
so
tea.
easy.
You don't have to name any names, but you
I'm
can.
not going to.
But you can if you want
I mean,
to.
TMI is the microphone insider, but it's also too much info. So
No, not gonna.
spill the tea.
It was a session. Okay, how can I say it without giving away who it was? It was a gaming session, and it's someone that you probably all know. So I'm not.
Dave
gonna say
Fenoy. What did he
who it
do?
is.
What did Dave Fenoy do?
It was Dave.
But the guy, he had been brought back to do a character that he'd already done years ago, and so they were doing this new version. And so he really had ownership of the character and really felt strongly about it. So we started the first session, and within the first line, I'm looking at my script. I'm like, I don't know what he's reading. It's weird. Okay, we'll go to the second line.
I love it.
So I said,
boy.
hold on. I think I must have the wrong script because all my lines are different than what you have. And he said, oh no, I rewrote them all.
Oh no.
All of them.
What?
278 lines.
That's bold.
And yeah. And that's how it started. And then it just went crazy. He would go from literally whisper to a scream. He would go from, I don't know, within one sentence. We had to get a boom guy into the booth to follow him. Like it was super nuts. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh,
What was his
wow.
name?
Yeah.
Terrible.
No? Okay, cool.
Were you
All right,
were
fair
you
enough.
able to salvage the session? Like, were you able to get what you needed, or was that kind of just a lost cause that day?
The first day was a lost cause. So
We had to write off the
yeah.
character from the game, basically. Yeah,
No,
got
we
killed.
couldn't. So yeah, he was doing a number of sessions. So I asked if I could have a phone call with him that evening and try to, and we worked it out.
Okay, good.
Cool.
Yikes.
Fellow Canadian and man with new demos, Steve Ward, would like to know, what is your thought about process-produced auditions versus ones with breaths, imperfections, etc., etc.?
Well, Steve knows what I'm going to say because of the way he's phrased it. I want the imperfections because, as you all know, they want to hear you. They want to hear you. And if you, again, just as I was saying earlier, if you start to worry about mouth clicks and editing those out and worrying and processing and making it sound awesome, I hate it.
Yeah.
I also, by the way, just to add on to this, when people do animation auditions, sometimes they squish the whole thing up and edit out everything, all the spaces, and also all the lines are all together. I don't want that. I want to hear the breathing, the in, the out, the breath, because as a listener, there's a line in between that they're having a conversation. If it's if it's just chunk, I can't catch up to what's happening and stay in the scene with them.
See, that's how casting directors are different across the board, because I've been told, and I can tell by Mike's disgruntled look right now.
I'm not disgruntled,
but disheveled, maybe. Yeah,
I am disheveled. Yeah,
we've been told, at least I have been told by other casting directors, that even though it's different seeds, treat it like one scene going into each other to make it one continuous type of audition.
Yeah,
but that's not so with you.
I don't like that. I don't know why anybody would want to listen to it like that. It's not. That's not the way it was written. So it's very awkward to me when you're trying to turn it into a scene when it's not a scene. It just doesn't make sense to me, and it doesn't make sense to my brain when I'm listening.
See, I have an agent.
It's jarring to hear.
I have an agent that wants us to do that, but yet if you do something for like Tina Marasco, and it's a 60-second spot, but there's only 23 seconds worth of words, she wants it to be a 60-second file to hear the pacing, the emotion, and all that. Really? Okay.
Oh yeah, if it's commercial, the time is telling you how to read it. If it's a 15, if it's a 30, if it's a 60, there aren't many 60s anymore. But take that time. If you're coming in at 15 and it's a 30, you're not going to book it because you're just racing through it and not really thinking about what you're doing and not sitting back.
I have an agent that tells me to take all that time out and make it as concise as possible. Yeah. See, this is where it's good to know, guys, and this is why we love having casting directors, and this is why it's good to go to conferences, and it's why it's good to go to take workshops with casting directors, because they are the gatekeepers. Your agents, as much as we all love to get in front of an agent, I'd rather get in front of a casting director. You know,
any day of the week.
Every day of the week. Twice on Sunday. 3 times if I'm in Thailand. 8 times in Bali. Wherever the hell you're going to be next week, Rebecca. But yes, because every casting director has their routine. You know, it's. I just did something for. I don't want to say what her name was, but I knew her style.
Excuse me.
I've auditioned with her. I've worked with her in the past, and I knew her style. I don't know your style. Now I do. Right. So if I were to get an audition, you would have hated what I sent you because I would have given you whoop whoop.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're right, Jim. We are all different. We all have different asks. We have different ways. Do we want it slated? Do we not? We want a tail slate. Do we want one, 2 takes on one track? They're all different. So make sure you follow the freaking instructions because you don't give me one tiny reason to go nope, because I'm listening to 800. I'm looking for a reason to say no. You know, I'm just like, yay.
Give me a
Moving
chance.
on.
Give me a chance. Kim. Come on.
There's no school. There's no school for this. So we have all made it up on our own.
And there's no guidelines. There's no requirements.
No.
See, conventional labeling would be nice. Conventional slating would be nice. Conventional editing, processing. Producing would be nice to have something across the board.
For a lot, baby. You're asking for a lot.
I mean, I have
Too much.
I have one agent that wants things normalized at -1 instead of -3, and they want 44:16 instead of 48:16. It's weird. It's kind of strange to me sometimes.
Wow.
Yeah. Tab
so
had no clue what busking was. Okay, cool. I do want to give you an opportunity here because, God, it's already 3 minutes of the hour.
Oh
my gosh.
We don't have to hang up
It went
now.
too fast.
But I want to give you an opportunity not to sell your wares because that's not what we do here. But you offer well, Rebecca's
exactly.
you offer
OnlyFans high.
OnlyFans, yeah.
Booty snacker.
Exactly.
Wow.
High five, Kim.
That's a great screen name for that.
Yes.
Check out Kim's OnlyFans, Booty Smacker, coming to a theater near you. What was I going to say? I forget now.
Give me a Hurdon.
Oh, wait a minute.
I like that one.
Wait a minute.
I
I got to have that somewhere. Hold on a second. No, that's not it. Hold on.
That is not
There we go. All right, cool.
There it is. There it is.
All right, so the reason why I want to give you some time to quote sell your wares is because you offer some great coaching with KH Casting, and you have a whole network of people. It's not just Kim Hurdon trying to sell workshops and coaching. You have a whole thing going on. Could you explain that just a little bit to us?
Yeah, well, again, I don't want to sell it too hard, but yeah, if you go to the website, we have coaching all the time. So if it's a last minute thing or whatever whatever you need, and you can punch it in sort of by genre, and figure that out in that way about who you want to use and who you want to. And we have 30s or 60s or whatever you need. And then we also run workshops, not tons of them, because there's a lot of stuff out there, but yeah, we do a whole bunch of different workshops. Usually we've got 1 or 2 a month. And we pull in different people. Sometimes, American casting. Yeah, we do the whole thing, man. Up here in Canada.
Nice. Annie has a question. Jim, do you want more auditions from Kim? Great question. Funny you should ask that. Short answer is yes. Long answer is yes.
Shameless.
This is
shameless.
This is fucking shameless.
I did not ask Annie to write this. I'm just clicking on these things. That's all.
By virtue of you saying that, you asked Annie to write it. Come on already.
Weirdo. Oh my God. Oh dear. Okay, great. All right, so everybody agrees with you. Okay, good.
Yeah.
All right, Kim. Yes, you can hang if you want, or we can say goodbye. It's up to you.
Well, now I'm scared because now I think I'm going to hang up and you're going to play video of me in the
Most
Oh,
beginning.
no, we're absolutely going to.
Most likely.
That's
Yeah.
going to happen.
This is gonna.
It may not happen now. It may not happen today.
Oh, that's a threat.
It might just show up randomly on some password-protected page at themicrophoneinsider.com that only insiders will have access to. You never know.
Maybe.
Hey, maybe I can blackmail you into an audition now.
This is what I knew it was going to go there.
See, this is less than shameless. Now it's just blackmail, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, right to it. Yeah.
No, Katie.
We do.
We need booty smacker shorts made.
Oh yeah. Oh, I can
Booty
see that.
smacker
Sort of like the
fanny
juicy
You can-
couture.
yeah.
Yeah.
Here's a girl who doesn't know her ass from her elbow. Come on, Katie. Think about this. All right, I promise not to play your video up on the screen.
Thank you.
Kim. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, put your hands together one more time, if you would, for Kim Hurdon. Oh, wait a minute. They're all yelling at us. Video.
No.
Video.
No, we can't do that.
no.
That's not bad. That's
Thank
not
you. Okay.
That's right. Yeah, we won't do that.
Don't do
But
it
if
after
one
I
of them
leave.
does
I
it.
will never-
Exactly.
Behind paywall. Yeah, exactly. All right, Kim, thank you so much. We appreciate you so much for being a part of
Kim.
this.
It's a
Thank
pleasure.
you.
And we're not going to
Lovely
wait.
meeting you.
So much fun.
We're not going to wait this long to get you back.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
And maybe
Deal.
we'll get you in for a workshop in the fall, maybe. Who knows?
Cool. Coolio.
Yeah,
Yeah.
never
Yeah.
know.
Awesome.
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 All right, Kim, thank you so much. You're more than welcome to
Thank
hang in the
you.
green room, or you can hang up, whatever you want. We're just going to wrap up, and we'll
Okay.
come back and talk to
I
you. It's
might-
up
I
to
might
you.
spy on
Whatever
you.
you
Okay.
want.
All right.
We're
Okay,
easy.
bye.
All right, guys. Cool. All right,
Thanks,
time
Kim.
for us. Oh, wait a minute. Where's Rebecca?
Oh my God! It's
Uh-oh,
the
what'd
ghost
y'all
of
do
Terry
to me?
Briscoe.
Well, Terry's not here, so we figured we'd put his picture
Aw,
up.
in
Yeah.
There we go.
spirit.
In memoriam of Terry Briscoe.
Since we took
Those
your
new
picture
headshots.
down. Wait a minute. Do I have Rebecca's picture from before? Probably.
Oh God, if you don't leave
Yeah.
that picture alone. Got me looking like a foot.
There it is.
I'm gonna fight you. I like a trout.
I'm gonna fight. I look like a vibrating
I look like
trout.
a catfish. Get me off me.
It looks like you're about to sing "Take Me Down to the River."
Booty smacker fanny packs coming your way with the TMI logo. Be sure to check out our swag shop coming up soon. Hey guys, thanks for hanging out with us. Rebecca, Mike, as always, thank you. This ran very smooth tonight.
Yeah.
I know.
I wonder why.
We gotta get her back
There's
soon.
like a secret sauce involved in this process because
It's because
something.
I'm back.
Well, something.
God.
Yeah, something.
Well, is
changed.
it because you're back or because something's missing?
We added something.
Oh,
we
that
removed
one? Oh,
something.
God.
You know, there's
Mm.
a little bit of.
It's a little bit of both.
A little bit of
But
this
mostly
and a
because
little.
he's gone.
I didn't say it. I didn't say it. You heard her say it. We have it on tape. It's mostly because Terry's gone. Thanks, Rebecca.
I didn't say that. I love you, Terry.
Miss
Yeah,
you,
we love you
Terry.
too, Terry.
I don't know
Miss
about
you.
her.
Yeah. Good luck tonight, Terry. That's happening actually right now, so he's not even listening. We can say all kinds of shit about him. It's okay.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All right, guys, coming up May 1st, 2 weeks from tonight, Malik Berger. If you do not know who Malik Berger is, you need to find out because
You
it is
need to
going
know.
be a magical time on TMI.
Wow.
Not the sparkly, glittery
Wow.
sound. Okay. I need
Where'd
that
that
when I
come
get
from?
on cam. Yeah.
All right.
That is
Rebecca
wow.
Lee. How's
exactly.
That? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, Jim Frank.
Definitely.
What the fuck? Seriously?
That was... What?
Mike, that was not nice.
I didn't do anything.
I give you control of the sounds for 1 week, and
crickets.
That's what I get? Thank you. Appreciate you, Mike.
All right.
No, that's just me. I'm just fucking around. Anyhow, let's get out of here. I'm done. Why am I talking
Let's
still?
do it.
I don't know. Bye, everybody.
Mike, how does our closing song go?
Uh-oh.
No, keep going, Mike.
I don't remember the rest. It's something like that.
See you guys in 2 weeks.